Hey, what's up, guys? We're here at Genesis Gaming with Tyler the Goat returning with his multiple-time first place Edison deck profile. What did you play those tournaments that you got first place?
I was playing Quickdraw Dandy with a single Dandelion in the deck.
We have the second now in the deck, but this I think shows like the fact like the deck is very strong even with one Dandy, and he has been piloting it to great success, always topping the local Edison tournaments around here. So I wanted to get the deck profile finally. Definitely a unique build. So I'd like to let's just get into it. Any shoutouts before we start?
Always the Shadow Realm, and always Genesis Gaming.
So,
New York.
Okay.
Wouldn't be playing without this card shop, so let's go.
Let's get into it.
Most of my build is simply what everybody else is playing. So 2 Kaias, a card trooper. Like Chris said, we have 2 dandies in here now. It was originally a battle fader and a dandy, but I needed the second dandy, and it came in after our most recent tournament, so that was fun.
How was just running one dandy? I'm just curious. Like, you were just like able to like.
You didn't see it. I didn't see it very often, but when I saw it, it was like the most cracked thing ever. So the only problem with the deck was seeing dandy, but I usually ended up seeing dandy anyway, because there's enough turns in most Edison games, especially with a good trap lineup, that you can get to a dandelion no matter what you do. Plus, I have Gold Sark in here, spoiler alert, so I found it anyway.
Oh.
2 Debris Dragon. I absolutely love this card. It's amazing.
Yeah, one of the best cards. It's just like one card synchro.
Gores. I love playing Junk Synchron in mine. Bringing back...
How do you like the Junk Synchron?
I absolutely love it. It gives me access to level 5 synchros. I don't own Magical Android, but I was able to summon Junk Warrior once, and it made me very happy to summon such an iconic card.
It's okay. It's good for OTKs. I ran it in Frog Monarchs.
Yeah, no, I honestly love the card so much. 2 Lone Fire Blossom can get you Titanial or Dandy.
You run the Titanial in the main?
Yeah, I love it. But I also end up siding it out a bunch just because...
In some matchups.
Yeah, it's just not good in some. It's very slow. 3 Quick Draw Dandy. Quick Draw Synchron. Yeah.
How do you like 3 Quick Draw?
Absolutely love it. Absolutely necessary. You want to see it as much as possible to have just a free extender and a free tuner. Because I play Volcanic Shell as well. So
really?
Being able to discard Volcanic Shells to make level... Shut up. 6 synchros is actually kind of insane.
Nice.
I just love it. And plus, you have a lot of stuff you can discard, so you don't need everything in your hand. So it's just free basically every single time you have it. 3 Raikou. You need a mill dandy, so having 3 Raikou is good.
Ban Raikou.
Do you not run the hamsters?
Right
there's the hamster. Okay, how did you like the one hamster?
I like one hamster in this specifically because you don't need to see Raikou. It's just a nice option you have in the deck.
Good removal.
Yeah.
And then Sangan's the classic.
Plus with an 1800 booty, it's just like... It doesn't get run over easily, so you can sometimes keep the body on top of getting a Raikou, so you have like Kai's fodder almost, which is kind of good. It's actually really good. But,
keep them all in.
The Titanial, obviously.
Of course.
Kind of needed her.
I know Titanial's kind of like hit or miss, but because like in certain, you need it for monarchs, but like or like black wings, but other matchups it's just like bad. So it's one of those cards like where you could even like just side out that and like even the lone fires. But the lone fire is good to get into dandy, I think.
When I side out Titanial, I side out the lone fires, and I just bring in a bunch of really good sideboard cards. So it ends up working out because it's just like free spaces in my main deck that I can take out for sideboard cards if I need them. So I like running it. I probably might not run it, but I like it enough to play it. Plus Lone Fire for Dandy is always good, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's never bad.
Yeah, exactly. 3 Volcanic Shell to finish off the main deck.
How did you like the shell package in here? I'm assuming there's a Volcanic Accelerator in here.
Nope, that's all the
Blaze
monsters.
Accelerator. Wait, really?
There's no Blaze Accelerator in here.
Or the spell card, right? You don't run the spell card?
Nope.
Wow.
I just like having the Volcanic Shells for the either free discard fodder or free cards in my hand. Basically.
Would you ever run the the Blaze Accelerator, or do you not like skipping your battle phase?
The battle phase isn't super necessary unless my board is already established, but
the card is pretty good.
It is kind of good.
It gets around maybe a side one.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's to not.
Oh, that's the thing. You have to. Yeah, you don't want to run the rockets.
Yep. So unless I run the rockets and then put more normal summons in the deck, then It's just too risky unless your build is specifically designed around summoning the rocket.
But you like the shells then, irrespective of that.
I mean, shell plus Quickdraw is just Drill Warrior. Discard the shell, add another shell.
You were going to Drill Warrior a lot, I was seeing.
I love
yeah.
Drill Warrior. It's my favorite synchro in the game, hands down. I love him so much, and he's just really good card advantage.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's get into the spells.
Brain Con, one of the best spells in the format.
Viking Brain.
Charge of the Light Brigade, 2 Gold Sark.
Brain dog.
So how did you like the Gold Sarks? Because I know you like to run that in a lot of your Edison decks. I think it's very underrated to run Gold Sark in other decks than just Lightsworn and like Dragons.
Oh yeah, Edison is one of those formats where you still have a bunch of turns to play the game, so Gold Sark is never bad unless you're in a losing
What do you
position.
Gold Sark for?
It depends on the hand.
But typically your main targets.
Quickdraw and Dandy are usually the 2 big targets I search for because they are easily the better cards of the deck, unless I already have a board established, in which case I will search for Caius to get that just
Yeah,
free
spot
banish.
removal, yeah.
Spot removal plus I searched Caius in a matchup where my opponent only had 800 life points, and I was going to just burn them out if they didn't kill me.
Would you ever run a Treeborn Frog?
Honestly, I would run a Treeborn Frog. I really do like Treeborn Frog.
It's
I
nice for the
probably-
What's the
Caius.
second dandy for it? You only need one.
Honestly, I do only need one, but having 2 is going to be nice, so
No, I
I'll
understand.
consider it. Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, and 3 Pot of Avarice to round out the spell cards.
How did you like the 3 Pot of Avarice?
Absolutely love them. The card advantage you get off of that by recycling dandies, recycling
It gives you the
lone
best
flyers.
grind game in the whole format.
Oh yeah, easily, or one of at least. But being able to
Glads
recycle-
when they get going, basically, have as
Yeah.
well, because they're just a well-oiled machine.
yes,
That's what they get going.
I love my Glad Beast matchups. They're fun, and Kyle makes them super difficult. So, but I absolutely love this card. Being able to recycle your synchros or just your main deck cards is insane, and then you get to draw 2 on top of it. Free card advantage after shuffling back your resources. It's just like my favorite card of the format besides Drill Warrior. And then trap cards: 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Dimensional Prison, Torrential, Trap Dust Chute, Solemn Johnson, and Starlight Road.
How did you like the trap lineup? Did you like find yourself missing the Mirror Force?
I don't mind Mirror Force in the format, but I love Dimensional Prison more because it plays around something like Stardust Dragon, when Mirror Force doesn't. Mirror Force is good, it's not bad by any means, it's just I don't want too many battle-specific cards, so I prefer to run cards that I can play more of, which is Dimensional Prison.
Yeah, especially when you're running a Debris Dragon deck, like you want, Stardust Dragon is an issue for the deck. So, yeah.
It does become an issue because you can't really make a level 8 consistently with Debris Dragon. So making level 8s is the hardest thing the deck can do, but it's doable and I've done it before. So it's not impossible, it's just difficult.
Also, BrainCon is nice for that.
Yep. So mine is more designed. Yeah. I just don't want to lose to a Stardust Dragon.
Did you like the one off Starlight Road in this deck?
I love it. It's a card that you don't want to draw too many copies of, but I understand if you want to run more. But protecting my back row is the most important part of this deck and why I want to play it over Battle Fader. Because the biggest thing about Battle Fader is probably stopping an attack from something like Judgment Dragon so you can survive a turn. I'd rather just stop Judgment Dragon's effect altogether than wait for the battle phase. Because my board is either gone...
I think Starlight Road's getting better in the format as it goes. Like, I'm siding 2 currently in Vayu Turbo.
Yep, I mean...
Which plays
with
similarly.
Judgment Dragon in the format, it's hard to not want to run Starlight Road because Lightsworn is one of those decks that can just beat you out of nowhere.
Or just Ab-Zero or
Yep.
even the Icarus attack, it
Yeah,
covers
no.
a lot.
There are just cards that...
Or everyone runs Heavy Storm.
Yep.
Everyone runs Heavy
Yeah.
Storm.
It's that card that everybody wants to run because it's just generically good.
You
Yep.
could also throw Offering to the Snake Deity in there.
True.
Watch out for reptiles.
Yeah.
Just over there spin facts. This deck for
Wheels though, watch out for reptiles. That deck goes hard as shit.
Snake Rain.
Snake Rain. Yes.
That deck is nutty.
Starlight Road is one of those cards that I'd consider playing more copies of, though, just to see it more consistently. But
Yeah,
also
maybe even siding or something for those
Yeah.
matchups. Yeah.
just because it is generically good, and it stops a lot of cards that just blow up everything on my field, which
Alright.
I don't want to happen. So
See
I
the extra deck.
Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, Ally of Justice Cataster, and Junk Warrior. These are the 2 level 5s that I play because I don't own a Magical Android. I probably would just cut this.
Do you ever go into non? Or I guess since you do run the Junk Warrior, you do go into non-dragon synchros.
Yep.
So
It's kind of difficult to go into non-dragon synchros because it brings back a level 2 or lower. So generically, you're pretty much only getting out of 5 most of the time, unless you already have dandy tokens on the field.
BrainCon.
Or BrainCon, yeah.
Maybe ever want to run like a main deck Minecon, maybe.
I actually would consider it just for the free body. And with running Junk Warrior, it just becomes better because then I can make generic level 7s or something like that, or level 8s, depending on what my opponent has on the board and what's already on mine. So I definitely would, because it would give me more generic options instead of like forcefully being played to only play Dragon and Warrior synchros.
Nice.
So I definitely would consider it, just I don't have it in here at the moment. My favorite card.
Oh, the boys.
The boys are here.
Wait, oh, the
Two of
secrets.
which
Beautiful.
are the secrets. Yep. I own 2 of the secrets, and I just needed the third one for Drill Warrior, which I got from our friend Chris here. So you know.
Hello.
Hello there. Iron Chain Dragon, Turbo Warrior. My extra deck is currently at 14 because a friend of ours is borrowing my second Turbo Warrior. So there is.
Oh, you run 2 Turbo Warriors. Do you like the 2? Does it ever come up, or do you
It
just like...
can come up, so I want 2 of it.
Turbo Warrior has come up for me. I actually go into that more than like Nitro Warrior or something like that. Yeah.
So having a second one in there is nice, and I did have it in there for our tournament. It's just I only have the one because our friend is borrowing it for something at the moment.
Junk Archer, the GOAT.
Black Rose Dragon, Nitro Warrior. Absolutely amazing cards,
Yeah.
each one of them. I go into Nitro Warrior a lot because of Debris Dragon just being able to bring back a level 3, like Lone Fire or Card Trooper. So just being able to make a level 7 that isn't going to blow up my own board like Black Rose, having the level 7 options is really, really nice. And those are the ones I prefer. And the other cards besides the second Turbo is 2 Stardust and a Red Dragon Archfiend.
Nice.
1 for Starlight Road reasons, and then 1 just to make...
Off of just like a dandy token and like debris,
Yep.
basically.
Basically just giving me the option of having protection for my board after a Starlight Road.
And Red Dragon because it's a dragon and sometimes its effect can come up.
It is huge, and it blows up defense position monsters. It comes up. You might not think it.
Spirit Reaper is a card.
Yes. Yes. You don't want to lose to Spirit Reaper. 'cause-
Marshmallow is also limited in this format for a reason. Because it was
Yes.
so good at the time. And think about it. Lightsworn can recur that shit.
Yes, it's
If you're
disgusting.
playing against the Christie ability.
I do need to run the one you gave me.
You gotta play it in your sideboard at least, bro. It's so good.
And to round it out, we got the side. 2 Cyber Dragon, 2 DD Crow. Cyber Dragon just because one of the better
crazy.
cards of the format. DD Crow for graveyard matchups, which almost any deck is going to have some form of graveyard interactions that they want. So having DD Crow is just nice. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master.
How did you like this guy?
I didn't see him very often, but he is absolutely hilarious if he resolves. Making your opponent shuffle back a monster, or what, put it to the top of the deck, it's just hilarious.
It's so good, dude.
It's a turn
It's
skip.
disgusting.
And it's a 3.
The last monster on the side is a Vanity's Fiend. This won me my set against our friend Dana.
It's
Summon
really
any
good,
She
yeah.
couldn't special summon any monsters, and I just locked her out of our final game.
Would you ever run more?
Honestly, yes.
I think a 2, yeah, 2 might be
It makes the
play.
Lightsworn matchup a lot easier.
Yeah, because you can't run Oppression. So,
Can't really afford it. I special summon a lot, but if my board state is set up and then I lock you from playing, I just win. You can't stop me if I have it with Stardust Dragon on the field. What are you going to do to me? After that, Giant Trunade, Lightning Vortex, and Mind Control are the 3 spells on the side. Trunade for extra spell removal. Lightning
did you like
Vortex.
these guys?
I love these. All 3 of them come up. Extra
What do you
monster
like?
removal.
Yeah, just for monster
just-
removal.
It's just generically good for getting rid of big monsters, especially after your
Discard
opponent's-
Dandy.
Discard a Dandy, you get monsters on your board, you destroy cards, plus you can discard Volcanic Shell. You have free discard fodder in this deck, so this is a card...
Oh yeah,
playing.
that's a no-brainer then, yeah, because of the shells.
Yep, it's just very, very much worth it in my deck. So that's why I run it.
I'm gonna try that out in my Dandy deck, thanks.
You're welcome. And I recommend you do, because it's really good.
And the
then,
trap lineup, lovely. How do you like the trap stuns?
Trap Stun has won me a game. It won me the first tournament I won against Kyle. He
Unglad
activated...
base.
Yep. So he activated, I think it was bottomless trap hole, a chain trap stun, to lock him out of trap since he had 4 set. So it was going to just be game over. So he was forced to chain his compulsory right there, and then I had the judgment for it. So I just completely locked him out of traps for his entire
Love it.
phase. And I won the first tournament. One of the first tournaments I went to with this deck.
Yeah.
That.
No, I'm really glad you found a deck that you're just killing it with on Edison, and like it seems like I look forward to like what you do in the future because your build's really innovative. Honestly, I'd say like it's very different from what I've seen out there, so it's very cool.
I play decks different from everyone all the time because I prefer decks built a certain way, and this is just how I prefer this deck built. And I've won tournaments with it, so I'm not going to say it's not bad.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Thank you very much, Tyler, for coming back on. Always love to have you. Check him out on the unofficial Yu-Gi-Oh podcast every week whenever he can come. And yep, see you guys later. Please like and subscribe. Check out my Twitter. Join the Discord down below. And leave a comment and like if you did enjoy the video. See you guys later. Bye.